Good morning, everyone. Peace to the nation. I hope y'all doing well this morning. I'm leaving my plantation, which I fondly refer to as my employment. I call it Candyland. The Candyland plantation where Master Candy is my plantation master. I go there to pick my cotton and earn my daily bread to pay for my required slave lodges and also this here house I'm riding in, headed back to my plantation quarters. Yes, but that's not what I'm here to talk about this morning. Recently, uh, the former Pope, upon his well, I guess timely demise, because the Pope was up in ages and years, and he had been sick for a considerable amount of time. The former Pope recently left Earth. And there was what they call that. I don't know if it was a conclave, some type of ritual ceremony, whatever, that they have in order to do the selection of the new pope. And that, of course, the news and the woke media. They were like, so this is a time where we want to see if how the church is moving forward into the future. Now the Catholic Church has been the same for hundreds and hundreds of years. And when they talk about modernizing something. They talk about putting a woman in a place where there's been traditionally men in a particular place, a homosexual person in a place where there's been traditionally straight heterosexual people, or a person of color, a black person in a position that was once largely and wholly held by non-black people. Now, upon the day, I live in Chicagoland. If you know about this new pope, you know that he was, I guess, raised and he's from Chicagoland, Chicago, the Cook County, whatever. And now the news up here been going crazy. They finding this best friends from a kid and all that. And brother, he lives up here too. So the morning that they chose him, I watched the CBS morning show, and Gayle King, whatever, wooty blam on it. The brother came on to do a brief interview. Why did Gayle King have to say, well, I heard he's Creole, and it's come from New Orleans, Haitian. Is it safe to say that the new pope may be black? Ma'am, why would you even insert this into the conversation? The man, you talking to the man brother, the man brother didn't come on there with an afro holding up a black power fist. And then, you think about it, it seemed so pathetic. It was like Miss King was trying to wedge black people into something that has been, for the most part, anti-black. If I remember correctly, I'm not for certain. Doesn't the Vatican City have some of the treasures? I'm spitting like the sun gonna show my spit. Doesn't it have some of the treasures from the good old Egyptian empires? And didn't the Catholic Church somehow fund both the Santa Pinta and the Santa Columbus's ships? And they had investments in the transatlantic slave trade. But hey, it's the 21st century. Anything goes, and things have changed and all that shit. But somehow, for some reason, the things that are supposed to change eerily look the same. Very uneerily look the same. So it's like, I'm hearing, I really thought that it would have died. That would have just ended when she got on there and asked that shit, because if it was gonna be that, they had a whole continental African I thought was the runner-up, and even when they said that he was in the running out lab, they ain't about to. It's 1 billion Catholics, and most of them more than likely is Caucasian or Caucasian followers, worshipers, minions to the alabaster people. So it's like, They don't. You think they want the leader of the religion? Now, mind you, I thought God was the leader, not God, Jesus Christ. I thought God was the leader of the religion. But but aside from that, the Pope is the leader of the Catholic Church. And do you really think that they want to have their lily white, pristine religion sullied by an Africaner? I'm trying to understand it. The how can you be down niggas, man? I swear I can't stand these type of niggas. Because in a large way, they are the reason that black empowerment doesn't necessarily advance, because they want to be part of something, whether it be Hollywood, Oscar so white, or whether it be the Grammys. They don't have enough black artists, let's put a rap category in that bitch and put that one. You know what I'm saying? Follow what I'm saying. Politics, black political representation. And whenever one thing about the black political representation, you never, at least not in my time, I've never, ever seen a black politician, an effective or a successful a ranking that came up in the game, was taken seriously by the political establishment. I've never seen one that came from the underground, that came from the grassroots, that came from the streets to get all the way to the top and actually make some transformative, constructive change. We just got window dressing niggas up there. And most of the time, their job is to control the rest of the niggas underneath the title of black political representation. So it's like, so what if this new pope is passing as Caucasian is secretly a nigga? So what? It's not gonna change nothing. What is it gonna do for you? When Gayle King asked that white man's white brother that shit, you should have seen it. You could just see the expression on his face. Like it was like almost it was a cross between pity and disgust. Maybe I read it wrong, but I know it. I know it. It's supposed to be that. I know his brother was the one that got the popeship, but I know this is a day that he should be feeling proud. Don't nobody want to be associated with no dusty foot ass nigga people, Creole Haitian niggas in the name of Catholicism. It's foolishness. 912. Yeah, what up, man? The plantation wins every time, fam. But I'm trying to figure out why everybody, the Pope may be black, the Pope may be black, we got a black president. They just, man, oh my goodness, how can I be down blacks? The ones that want to be adjacent, the ones when something goes wrong underneath, let's say, for example, now they talking about the Section 8 shit. Now, mind you, Section 8 shit is largely being received by those who have trailer park home traps, the good old alabaster neck, rouge neck, scarlet neck, Peckerwood, hillbilly, Falcons, it ain't all niggas on that Section 8 shit. And so, when they talk, I see on my timeline where they say, Trump, get rid of Section 8. Oh, that's what he trying to make all the black people lose, they be homeless, and then they be corralled up and sold into slavery. Oh, man, y'all niggas in y'all imaginations fucking kill me. Get a goddamn job, nigga. Do like the Mexicans. Y'all learn to get along with your motherfucking family and build up in one household. Do you realize if y'all had 2 or 3 incomes coming in there, y'all might be able to buy a house? One person buy a house, save up, y'all pool together, next person buy some shit. But no, we're not our ancestors. Oh, we're not our ancestors. We're better than our ancestors. Man, shit, the ancestors still feeling some kind of way because some of these niggas went to the university and got a little education and then wanted to move up north so they can get a condo in the Cadillac. Damn, we got a black Pope. We got a black first lady. no, what it said, the black bike. We got a black VP, and she gonna run for black president. They fooled nigga. I couldn't. Now that right there was just so that. Now I say that was. I looked at niggas with shame and and pity, cause I'm like, this is clearly a high yellow Indian lady, posing. But yet still, I lost friends. I had family looking at me all upside my head, all crazy, because the woman clearly and specifically and plainly said, how you think I'm gonna do anything for black people now? Soon as her and Dirty Joe got in the motherfucking office, stop Asian hate. Stop that Asian hate, because the goddamn coronavirus didn't come from China. Matter of fact, the coronavirus supposedly came from North Carolina. You know, the story just keeps on changing. First, it wasn't from China. Then it comes find out, well, maybe it was from China. Now it even gets, as further away you get from the Biden administration, you find out, well, maybe them shots is getting people sick. Maybe that we didn't necessarily have to shelter in place. Maybe Dr. P.O.C made all that shit up. But black people, we just want a black pope. We just want a nigga pope. And we'll be all right. Everything will be solved. The nigga pope come, all the violence in the community. All, you know, everybody gonna have a little piece. We gonna have, how the old people say, have a chicken in every pot and a roof above every head. And now we got a black pope now, a blackish pope. We had a blackish. Well, now that guy was a motherfucking what they call that? A African. He was half white. He was half African. That wasn't no black president either. That nigga, he oversaw the largest transference of black wealth, downward spiral of black wealth in recent modern history. That means some grannies and grandparents were losing their goddamn house due to the mortgage bankers. But don't say nothing bad about Barry. Don't say nothing bad about Barry and Michelle. Michelle out here like she ready to, she damn near 80 years old trying to be a hot girl and have reminiscing. Well, I need to reconnect with me. Now it's about me. I digress. I thank y'all, man. I thank y'all for entertaining my foolishness and my chicanery, my samboning. some of these good, pristine, newfound woke niggas. I didn't abandon that woke shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you when that woke shit got abandoned. First it was like when you had people when you was criticizing their black political representation. We use criticizing the black political representation and bringing up information about these people. They start calling you a fake woke black hope tip. I said, oh, so you mean to tell me just cause when we talking about political offices and people running for political office, and when you say, well, why when we ask them people what are they gonna do specifically and solely for black people? You mean to tell me that's being a hope tip? That's being a fake woke hope tip? Okay. Y'all could have that woke shit. And they really could have that woke shit once that Black Lives Matter organization started, because it's a difference between saying, well, Black lives, they matter, versus the Black Lives Matter organization. Because the Black Lives Matter organization was a scam. In my mind, I can't think of that ultra powerful white guy that has all the money that funds all these little scams and stuff. It ended up that the lesbian lady, black lady, you know, that they really had intercepted this movement in order to kind of like meld together LGBT rights with anti-black racism, fighting anti-black racism. So that's why you had all the DEI and all this stuff is mixed together underneath one umbrella, where the white woman is still at the top, like affirmative action. The white woman is still at the top. You got the gay folks, you got the Asians, Mexicans, whoop, and then at the very, very bottom, you had the nigger people. So that's all I got this morning. I hope I said something that will cause you to maybe think a little deeper. Or if not, you know, maybe you might be cursing my opinion. Either way it go, I thank you for your time. And then you raise your palms up. You know, it's a Monday morning, and some of y'all starting your work week. I worked 20. Well, I didn't work the whole 36. I left early yesterday, so I worked 30 hours this weekend. So it's my day. The next 2 days is my day off. Some of y'all just get started. Y'all have y'all wonderful work week. Cause this weekend, some days, I mean, if a slave, I say the plantation, and Lord knows, just like the real actual ancestors that was on the plantation, I dreamed of running away from that ditch and never looking back. But where will you go? And who's gonna love you like Master do? Lady, where will you go? And who's gonna slave you like Master do? Peace and love, man. Let me get off y'all. Besides black people, obviously didn't give a fuck about it. They still killing it. Man, and then it's the last thing, because we talk about this often. I cannot stand when because once upon a time, I imagine I did, when we talk about what we gonna do about all this nigga killing nigga shit. Well, you know, white people, they do more killing than other. Nigga, I don't give a goddamn if the white people wiped all each other. In some way, they working on wiping each other out. But they rather wipe us out first, but they don't have to do nothing because we do it ourselves. The deflection shit, that's what I'm talking about. If I'm talking to you about nigga killing nigga, I don't want to hear about Mexican killing Mexican. I don't want to hear about Asian killing Asian. Indian, the red dot Indian killing red dot Indian, Indonesian, whatever in the fuck. Stick with us. That's why we fucked up right now. I hate when people do it. I don't like when people do that either. That's why we got all this. That's why black people can't get nowhere. Cause we too worried about what everybody else did and doing, and we ain't doing a goddamn thing. We ain't doing a motherfucking thing. But a conversation. And a please poll me why they doing us like that. Cause they run shit. And you just run your motherfucking mouth. With that being said, let me start running my mouth and say peace and love. Nigga nation and that man. Our dreams are escaping the plantation to a nigga nation. You dig? I'm cold, y'all. Facebook, YouTube. Instead of the typical 36 and maybe 40, maybe I could work. Can I get 50 or 60 views on this one? I'm trying to put a little of that, what did they call that? It's just what I don't know what it's. We'll just simply say acting, thespianism. I try to put a little emphasis in this, you know what I'm saying? But he said, love y'all. I'll let y'all.